This is GappaMagix, December 24th, 2025, Christmas Eve. About to gift the bipedal humanoid creature that dwells out here in this forest a cheesy bean and rice burrito, as well as apple and half a pack of matches. And I'm going to find a spot, as well as I'm going to go see where, if there's any, evidence of footprints where I put other gifts of foods, items for this creature. So, come along. It's about 29 degrees outside. Can't quite see your breath. But it's out here somewhere. It's a vast land. There has to be chasms, possible hollows, caves. This is the spot where both of the gifts that I brought were took. Whoa, it is slippery. Check it out. Whoa. Alright. What I was thinking of as I was walking down those steps is that little structure still there. The way to get there is to the right, but due to the snow on the ground, I'm not gonna walk down there in skateboarding shoes that have no, ice boot grips. So I'm taking a risk even walking on this stuff right now. And in fact, I'm gonna put my gloves on, so that way if I fall, I can brace my hand with a padded glove. So I'm gonna pause it now until I get to the location. I lost my other glove. Found you! Pick this up just for safekeeping. Never know when I need a beater. Okay, I'm headed to the spot. Made to the spot where there was prints before. I'm just gonna film for a second around here. Looks like someone came walking back here. And that's quite a big print. That's pretty thick, the size of a 50-cent piece. And what's that? That looks like something with claws. Took that right there. Dig their claws in there. This is the area where I put the bag of apples and cherries. This looks like a snowshoe track. People running right here. Pause it. There goes the running with shorts and stuff. It's like 29 degrees. And anyway, believe it or not, I know this is gonna sound like I'm lying or telling a tall tale right now, but if you ever seen a glitch, like a small fuzz in the distance. I just did. Now I don't really know what that means except for portals from my reading endeavors on Wikipedia. Now I'm gonna just monkey around right here for a second, see if I see anything. Someone took snowshoes down there, I see. And anyway, now right there is where I put the bag, where that tree is, right there on the top of the screen. That is took and gone now. But obviously that's from the other video, but I just want to remember that with you guys. And anyway, I remember seeing the tracks about down right behind there. There's the opening where they climb in and out. See, I'm not gonna actually walk over that way. I'm gonna go over here because I don't want to try to climb out or something, get all muddy. There's mud under that snow, so I just want to see if I see any tracks. I see something, in my opinion, big hunks of mud, like this too. What's this? You see this? This is something. This is a foot dentation. There's a heel. There's an actual footprint. And then there's a small little critter's print. Compare the size of that stick to. Compare the size of my shoe. These are size 10.5 Vans. Right there. That's a footprint. You saw how it looked before I messed with it with a stick. I'm gonna go down there. There's a tip: if you don't got good shoes to grip the snow, use your heels to dig in. It's almost like it sits right here and thinks about what it's gonna do. Notice this little spot right here, as if it was like been sat at for a while. I don't know if that even makes sense, but it could be true. It's just a hypothesis. Remember when I come out here, I start thinking like a beast, or what they would think like, or attempt to. And just, I don't know, just look at all these big indentations. I don't know what that is, but how you say has been there, meaning that there's not fresh tracks. Now, right there, see that right there where the stick end is pointed? That is something. That is a fresh print. All these are. Now, I don't know if I can make it back up here, but I'm gonna go down there. I just don't want to get stuck down there. I want to see up close what I see here. A small critter right there. I want to see if I see. There's a pumpkin there. How'd that get there? I don't really see tracks down there. I'm gonna take my gloves off here, zoom in for you. Remember, I got gloves on. From naked eye, like I said, this is about 15 feet up. I'm standing right on the edge. And anyway, oh my God, can you see that? It's like claw marks on there. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say anymore now that I saw that. So it's still here. And in my opinion, it didn't come back this way. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a long walk to that spot where I saw the bend that it made. So I'm gonna pause it right now. It just came up on that spot. Whoa! That could have hurt really bad. came inches away from that right there, going right in my side of my cheek. GappaMagix, laugh at that. Laugh at pain. Alright, I'm gonna pause it now for a second. Brush this camera off. Alright, I'm brushing it off. I just don't want it to not keep rolling. So I hit record just in case it accidentally landed right in the snow. I thought I could step on this log. Oh my god, it is, how you say, all the way frozen. And now, anyway, I was looking as I was falling. There's no marks, but right down there is where I put the plate with that mashed potatoes and 3/4 ribeye. Now, that was back in September or October, whatever day it was. It's on. Just keep going back until you find the video titled similar to this title. I forgot what I titled it, but something bipedal humanoid creature. And anyway, now we're just gonna walk. I'm gonna walk all the way to where I know that spot is, where the creature bent the tree into the other tree and made an arch over the path. So I'm gonna pause it until I get there. Made it on the main road. Right there's the trail. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the trail where that small little structure, or the beginning of a small hut, was being built. I'm gonna pause it till I get there because I remember you can see it from the road. Check this out. This road's so slippery you could ice skate on it. I slid like 30 feet. Right there was like 10. Hold on, watch this. Watch this. I just slid like 50 feet. That's another how to have fun. Sliding around on ice by GappaMagix, yours truly. I'm gonna pause it again. It is so slippery right here. Watch this. Basically just slid all the way to the next point I could walk to and do it again. Looking for it. It's up here somewhere. That looks like a start of another one. Right there, right in the middle of the screen. There it is. It's over there. It's still there. There's that creepy tree right there that's hollowed out. Give a good pause here. Stop walking right here. Look at this. Someone stopped walking right here and stared at it. Stood right here. It's almost as if it's like its little spot where, in case it needs to get warm for a second, it built something. And then it's got that tree right there, like a gifting spot. Well, there's people that walk right there. So I'm gonna put the burrito back farther down where, in my opinion, I believe it dwells. What's that? See that tree right there? Just bent, broke for no reason. Right in the middle of the screen. Now I'm gonna pause it again. Hope I don't fall on the ice. Right there. That's very unique. little spot for a duende to make a spot inside of a tree. If there would be a duende out here, or we people, fae folk. Now, I never seen one of them, nor did I ever see. Well, I guess technically I did, but I can't. How you say? I can't foresee if it was a humanoid bear creature or an actual bear. But it definitely wasn't anything that was not a. The closest thing it could have been to was a bear or a monkey. And like I said, that was in this park. That was by the beach. Like I said, though, that was how you say. I was suntanning and I was closing my eyes. I briefly opened my eyes because I heard the tree crack or break or something. And I didn't know really where to look, and all of a sudden I seen it. And mind you, like I said, it was super sunny outside in the summertime, minding my business by the beach area of the river. Here. Something told me to try to film right here. I just want to see if it looks like anything went down in there. Here's something. Whatever it was, it went in there. They do not look like paw prints. I guess they're kind of small footprints / paw prints. I'm gonna pause it. Here's something to stare at. This tree became a small little spot to stand on in the middle. It's a big tree. Goes over the road. This one did the same. It's about 6 feet wide tree. I'm gonna pause it. I just remembered the description of a video I saw 2 nights ago when I was watching the podcast of it. Described it half sloth, half bear, half monkey, or 1/3 of each. And that's about what I saw, if you believe me or not. But then again, remember, I was literally almost asleep. I heard a branch crack or something break, and then as well it was suntanning, meaning I had my eyes closed, and I turned my eyes on, opened my eyes on, and just looked around and I saw what I saw. Now, meaning it didn't move, meaning it froze, and it knew that it was watching. It knew that I knew it was watching. Says campground closed for season. What's that truck doing right there? Anyway, hopefully I can get there this way. If not, I have to go back onto the road and then take the service trail that the park rangers use, which I will do if I have to. If there ain't footprints to walk in over here. I'm gonna pause it right now. See if the toilet's open, just to see. Not that I need to go or nothing. I just want to see if a place to run and duck into and lock the door. If one's being chased by a beast, if it's even open. I just want to see. It is. No disrespect. I just want to see. The beast could be in there too. They know how to open doors. From what I've seen on the internet, they know how to sound like people. So anyway, I'm gonna just keep walking now, and I'm gonna pause it until I get there for a little bit, unless I think I should start recording. Alright, I've been walking for about 10 minutes now. Another 20 minutes and I'll be at where the tree bend over the trail is. That is, if it's still, how you say, bent into the thing. I'm imagining the creature that I see doing this. I honestly think it's like a Bigfoot due to the prints that I saw. Or it could be, what's it called? Skinwalker type beast. There's a spot for it to go under. Tunnel right there. This is small critters though. You ain't see no big prints. Now I'm gonna pause it again. I just felt an eerie feeling. I didn't hear nothing or nothing, but it's almost as if you heard your ears pop without them popping. If you ever felt that feeling, it's a feeling you get right before you see a ghost or something. So I'm just gonna film. I'm gonna walk as slow as I can. That's a pretty big print. It's about the size of my fist. That's a dog print. Maybe there's something out there that can see me before I can see it, since it's a predator. But due to how I try to look, it's like Bigfoot Jr. looking like an Eskimo right here. There's more trail right there. Never went down that way. This is like snow shoe trail. And anyway, this is where the bipedal humanoid creature bent the tree over the trail. Let's see if it's still there. It is. Oh my god. We'll pause it. Actually, let's see. Pause it for a second. The highway has to be less than a city block away from where I'm standing. Not one whole street side, but the whole block in a square radius perimeter. And anyway, there it is. Now, I don't know if go out on a limb and say this, but I still believe what I said. Get a good look. Y'all think a man did that? Just to do it? I don't think so. Let's get a better look over here. Look how it's perfectly put in there too. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. Whatever did this is like 20 feet tall. that means the dogs are confirming that or not, but there's a bunch of dogs going crazy over across the river on someone's property. That has to be a whole mile and a half away. I don't know if you hear that or not, but take a look. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say anymore about this, besides what I said. This is not man-made, and it is perfectly put in there. Now, since it's so tall, I'm going to try to put the burrito up top there. I highly doubt I can jump up and do that, but we're going to try to do it. Let's see if we can. I just heard something. I think it was that squirrel. Sounds like Morse code. It's very quiet right now. Well, first off, let's see how I can put this. Is it even possible for me to jump that high? Maybe. I don't think so though, not with these shoes and with the snow. So, I'm gonna put it right there on top of that tree right there. Okay. Pause it for a second. Try to put it up here first. Don't want to waste precious camera time. Okay. It can be done. Put it right here. Alright, so hold on. Okay. Maybe you can see me. You got a burrito here. Put this over here. Put it right up top there. And I got an apple. We're gonna see if it takes. Oh, that's okay. The burrito's still good, Mr. Sasquatch, or Mr. Bipedal Humanoid Creature. Now, as well, I got the gift of fire. That is, if it chooses to take it. There's a GappaMagix gifting right by the bipedal humanoid tree arch over the trail. Now let's get a good. how that's put in there. That is put in there. Don't tell me different. That is not a fate or magical placement. That is put inside, intricately put inside of that tree. Now, let me get my glove. I had my glove sit right there for a second so I can show you what I had. Now, Sasquatch know that I'm not a threat. So therefore, they know that that's food there. And a book of matches and an apple. I am GappaMagix. We're gonna find out if that gets took. See you next time. Again, today is December 24th, 2025. It's roughly about 4:30 p.m. Signing off. Actually, I'll pause it in case I see something on the way back. I only got maybe 2 or 3 minutes of film time left. It's at 32 minutes almost.